Welcome to our training on understanding the details of our compensation plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go over to the PowerPoint and share my screen and share with you how you can maximize the compensation plan and understanding it. This is going to give you a detailed understanding of the network bonus for some of you that don't understand how to structure your team. So let me go ahead and do that right now and share my screen over here. So as you can see, I was busy looking at the compensation plan here. Okay, wonderful. So what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about the bonus plan and understanding the compensation and how it all works, because sometimes people need a visual to see how the structure of the team goes and how the points roll up and how the company actually pays you out. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the different packages. As you can see here, someone can get started for as little as 100 euros, 500 euros, 1,000, 3,000, and 5,000. So remember these packages, the names and the numbers that are associated with them, because that's going to help you determine the qualifications for what you get in the compensation plan, as well as how much you make in the compensation plan. So this is a very lucrative yet simple compensation plan. The first thing we're going to talk about is the direct sales bonus, which is 10%. Okay. The second one we're going to talk about is the first 30 days where you get an extra bonus. It's the startup bonus. Then the network bonus, which is an additional 10% from the weaker side of your business or your smaller team. And then the fourth bonus we're going to talk about on this presentation is the 4-generational matching bonus. And that all depends on your qualification and much more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this with you, and I'm going to show you exactly the structure of how you want to, let's see here, something happened where, I apologize. Okay, so these are the 4 different bonuses that you get. And so what I want you to know is I want you to understand the direct sales and the startup bonus, okay? So on your direct sales, you're going to get 10%, and on your startup, in your first 30 days, you're going to get an additional 10% as long as your qualifications are met, which means you personally refer 5,500 in business in your first month. So let's look how that would look like. First of all, you're going to get, let's say you referred somebody for the Tycoon package. Just to give you a simple example, you're going to receive a $500 in a direct sale because you personally referred that person. But as long as you qualified and you did 5,500, you're going to get an additional 500 in a startup bonus. Okay, so those are the 2 bonuses that you get. So literally, if you in your first 30 days do 5,500 in personal business, you're going to get that additional $500 on a Tycoon package, or if it's $1,000 package, you'll get an additional $100. So it all depends on what you refer, but you'll end up getting an extra 10%, and that's only for the first 30 days. Okay, so it's like the company giving you an extra bonus for starting off fast. Now, what we'll talk about too is the network bonus. And with the network bonus is you're only building 2 teams. I want you to understand that whether you refer one or 2 people, or you refer hundreds of people, they're going to fall on your left side or your right side. So the members that join your one team, you're either going to put them on your left or the right side. So you need to decide that based in your back office. Now we teach you can either sign them up from your link where they're going to fall on the left or the right automatically, or you can personally go in the back office and place them yourself where you want them to go. We have trainings that teach you exactly how to do that. Now, I want you to understand that 60% of the income that comes in goes into your cash account, and then 40% of the income that comes in goes into your mandatory account, which purchases more tokens, which are mined into more coins. I'm personally glad that they did that because it's like a savings account. You can sell those tokens or OneCoins down the road whenever you want. But if the value is going up like it is, you'd want to be able to put it in the savings into the mandatory account, because it's only going to make you that much more money. just because the company did that for us, I ended up getting an extra 14,000 coins. I think even more than 14,000 coins in just one account plus another account. So I ended up getting close to like 28,000 extra coins because all the income I was earning in the compensation plan, 40% of it was purchasing more tokens, which were mining into more coins. So I'm glad that the company has that function. Now these are the different different packages that someone can get started at. So we're going to talk about the compensation plan and the weekly caps depending on what level you decide to get started at. So if you're a rookie, right? If you're a rookie, you're literally you don't make any money with the company. That means you didn't pay anything. What happens is the company you went on somebody's website, you registered, but you never funded the account. Now, if you become a starter, which means that you personally funded your account for 130 euros, which is about 150 to 155 US dollars, depending on the value of the euro versus the dollar, your weekly income cap is $700 with the starter pack. Okay, so if you made that week 900 bucks, the company would only pay you 700. Now on the trader package, your weekly cap is $3,500. Now how do we come to these numbers? Well, if you take 100 times 7 days a week, that's 700. If you take 500 times 7 days a week, that's 3,500 a week. If you take 1,000 times 7, that's 7,000 a week, weekly cap. That means that if you perhaps, let's say in one day you made $4,000, by the end of the week you make 7, you keep the whole 7,000. And this is all in euros, by the way. So these numbers are actually higher if you live in the United States because you end up getting paid a little bit more. So for instance, the weekly cap for the pro trader is closer to about 7,700 US dollars. Okay. Now the weekly cap for the executive trader is $21,000 a week, and the weekly cap for the tycoon trader is 35,000 euros per week. Now I'm going to go a little bit into the matching bonus here, but there'll be a detailed slide on that. So on all of these packages, from the trader, the pro trader, the executive trader, and the tycoon trader, you're getting a 10% matching bonus on your first generation. That means whoever you personally refer, whatever income that they make on their network bonus, their binary bonus, you're going to get a 10% matching bonus. Okay, so that means if someone makes 1,000, you're going to make 100. If someone makes 10,000, you're going to make 1,000. Now, only on the pro trader, you get an additional 10% on your second generation. That means that if your person that you referred to, his name was Bobby, and Bobby referred Jimmy, right? And Jimmy made, let's say, $1,000 that week. Well, you would make money off of Jimmy 10% matching bonus. You'd make an extra, you'd make 100 bucks off of his 1,000. Now, in the executive trader, you also get the 10% matching bonus on your second generation, but then they add an additional third generation. So Bobby referred Jimmy, Jimmy referred Susie, and Susie ends up making, let's say, $10,000 that week in her network bonus. You get a 20% match on Susie, which means that you end up getting, just on Susie, $2,000. You make 20% off of her $10,000. And then on the tycoon trader, you get the 10% on the second generation off of Bobby, Jimmy, Susie. And then when Susie refers, let's say, her friend Mary, you make 25% off of whatever Mary does. So if Mary did, let's say, $10,000 that week, you'd make $2,500. Or if she did $1,000 that week, you would make $250. Now you're going to see the power of these matching bonuses here in just a second, because that all adds up very, very fast. So the way you earn these bonuses, there are qualifications for that. Depending on the package that you have, which we just showed you, you get paid up to 4 generations on the matching bonuses, up to 25%. Now you personally have to refer a trader package or higher, one on the left and one on the right. And I'll show you an example of that in just a second. But that's a 530 euro package. So you need to personally refer one on your left, one on your right. And again, these, as you can see here, you can see that if you end up getting the Tycoon Trader, you get all 4 generations, versus the Trader, you only get just, let's say, 1 generation. So you can see how you make a lot more money on the matching bonuses with the 5,000 euro package. Now, if you look here, you'll notice that